Hey guys, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan and Lucy here. It's been a while since I filmed a video. The last video I filmed was a PupBox unboxing video. But what I wanted to share with you guys today, because Lucy's been with us for, gosh, how many weeks now? Oh, Lucy's been with us for quite a few weeks now. She's just over 3 months old. And I wanted to share with you guys the first 5 things we trained her on that were really, really important for us for getting her settled here at home. And then once I go through my 5 things, the first 5 things that we taught her, then we're gonna go with unboxing her second PupBox. So the first thing that we ever taught Lucy was her name. Puppies don't know their name automatically right off the bat. And the way that we taught Lucy her name was to associate these treats every time we said her name. So you just say it once, give her the treat, and you do that continuously. And you do that a little bit every time you're doing some training. So, Lucy. And you can do this with really good treats, with kibble, especially when they're first coming home as a puppy. You can use their meal times to train them, and I'll go into that as well. It's like basically, and I learned this from McCann Dogs Training, is that it's like when somebody gives you a $20 bill every time they say your name, you're going to associate very good things with your name. Lucy. And it teaches your puppy from right off the bat that that word is a good thing. And every time you say their name, it's going to mean that something good is coming. And the real key thing as well with training their name is that you don't want to say their name over and over and over again. You say it once and then give them the treat. And when you are doing any recall games later on, you always say their name just the one time, because that way they'll associate the good thing with just you saying their name once rather than saying their name 5 times and then responding to you. Just say their name once and give them the treat. Lucy. Yummy. The second thing that we taught Lucy, which was something that we taught her from the day she got home. And actually that's the key thing. A lot of people think that puppies, she was only just a little over 7 weeks when we brought her home. A lot of people think that when you bring home puppies that young, they're too young to be trained. And actually training them with simple things like their name and this second thing, which actually is the basis for a lot of the training that we do, is so, so important. So the next thing that we did train her on is how to do some gentle eating or feeding her directly from my hand. This encourages her to use her tongue versus using her teeth to eat or take food out of my hand, which can be very painful. Yes, so from the very beginning, she was eating her kibble directly from my hand, and I still hand feed her 2 out of the 3 meals that I give her on a day-to-day basis. And when you're hand feeding your puppy, it actually gives you a great opportunity to bond with them, but also gives you plenty of opportunity to train them as well, to be able to use the meal times to train them. The next thing that we taught Lucy was actually something, she's doing it now. The next thing we taught Lucy was how to sit. When it comes to teaching your puppy how to sit or do any of those commands, you actually start by motioning them or lowering them first. So because I'll give you one for a down. She's already so well trained with how to sit. But basically when it comes to sitting, you're really luring your puppy. Yes. Yes. And when it comes to any type of training that I'm doing, I'm also using a marker word, Y-E-S. Yes, good girl. And that marker word basically lets your puppy know that she's done something right. But sit is so important because sit is the basis for a lot of other things that you want your puppy to do. For example, polite greeting so that they're not jumping up when we have guests coming to the door. Sit is also, a foundation for being able to stay. Sit is also a foundation for being able to go down. So sit is where, is a really, really good place for us to start. She's being so good right now. The next thing that we trained Lucy on, especially in that first day, that first week that she was home with us, was potty training. With potty training, or how house training a puppy, we actually didn't have any puppy pads or anything like that in the house. We immediately wanted to be able to train her outside. And the key with that is, with a puppy that's 7, 8 weeks old, their bladders are so small. We decided to take her out every hour during the day. And I actually kept track in a planner how often we took her out. Yes. Now, she has been with us for, how many weeks have you been with us now? 6, 8, something like that. And she still has accidents, and that's mostly due to things being off schedule, or we haven't been able to put her outside as quick as we would like to, or there's been some distractions. But the majority of the time, she is actually going outside. But with potty training, one of the things that I've seen in other YouTube videos, such as McCann Dog Training and Rachel Fazaro, the key message that I'm seeing there with potty training is the consistency, taking them out every hour during the day. And then they're going to associate going outside with going pee, with going poop. And she has actually been really good with that so far. We haven't had to train her with a puppy pad indoors. And she has actually started, oh, hi. She has started to also tell us when she's wanting to go out. Maybe we'll start training her with a bell sometime soon. Fifth thing that we train her on is crate training, and that's still a work in progress. So with crate training, we are teaching her how to love her crate so that she learns that this is her safe haven, her space, and it's a place that is actually good. It's, what did Rachel Fazaro describe it as? She described it as puppy's Disneyland. And we put her in her crate from the very first night. Now, the way that we did it probably wasn't the best because she still doesn't completely treat it like her Disneyland. Pup, pup, pup. But she is learning how to sleep in her crate through the night, and then when we put her in the crate through the day, she actually takes naps in it now with very little crying, like very minimal. Good girl. So those are the first 5 things that we really focused on in the first couple of weeks, or even really the first week of Lucy's life, was her name. She's going there. Was her name, being able to sit, being able to feed directly from the hand so that she is not using her teeth when she's eating. So you're really teaching her how to be gentle. And then the 4th thing is potty training. The 5th thing is crate training. So those were the 5 things that we really, really focused on. And then as we built on that, then we could add things like down or leave it or off. And I'll cover those in another couple of videos as well. But now the exciting thing, so we're gonna open up your PupBox here. This is PupBox number 2. Oh, okay. So with every PupBox, they give you a list of what's in the PupBox. They also give you a little card here just to go into training, which I actually really, really appreciate because they personalize these things depending on how old your puppy is. All right, so they're really focusing on house training, which I just talked about, crate training, how to avoid accidents. What else is in here? Come on, command. Yes, that one is actually a really important one. So come uncalled or the recall, but I'll discuss that in a different video. You go ahead and play with that, but I'm gonna show everybody what you got in your box. Ooh, Fizz On Stain and Odor Remover. And it comes with a refill tablet, I guess, and then you can just add water to that. Item number 2, is that a dinosaur? Oh my gosh, and she's already wanting it. So look, this is a Go Dog Chew Guard toy. Oh, so basically these are, it's a really cute dinosaur toy, and it's got different parts to it, like different, it's got the wings, it's got a squeaker. Here you go, Lucy. And then what's this one? Ooh. What is this? What is this little penguin? This is a Leaps and Bounds Chomp and Chew Latex Penguin Dog Toy. Do you want this one? This one's funny. So there's 2 toys in this one, and then you get the Kong teething stick. So what do you do with this one? I haven't seen this one before. So with that, you put treats inside it, and then even in the ridges, I like that. So we can start putting peanut butter in there. And the next thing, Gentle Wipe. So these are from Well and Good. Gentle wipes for puppies, so you can use them. But yeah, you can use them for their tears, their ears, their paws. Really good. And then the last thing, this is my favorite thing actually. Lamb liver. The treat that we had in our last PupBox was, I say delicious. It was better than any of the dog treats that I've seen before. Let's see if you like this. Sit. Do you like that? She's sniffing. She doesn't know. I don't know if she likes it. No? I can't believe this. She's being picky. Are you liking that? Out of everything in the box, you like the penguin? You are so funny. But that is it for me and Lucy and her little second PupBox unboxing. I hope these 5 things were able to just give you a little insight on what you can do right away as soon as you bring your puppy home. So again, just as a review, the top 5 things that we worked on when we first brought Lucy home was her name, how to sit, how to gentle feed, so how to eat directly from the hand with using her tongue and not her teeth, potty training, and crate training. So 5 things there. All right, so that is it for us. If you guys are interested in trying out the PupBox, I have left a link in the description below for 50% off the first month of a 3 or 6 month, 3, 6, or 12 month subscription plan. Lucy, get back here. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.